The first question we're going to answer today says, so they never gave you your KDP account back. So your opportunity, it's your opportunity. So I'm not sure how many of you have been following this, but here's a quick recap. So I made over $67,000 selling my journals on Amazon KDP. At the time, I was publishing a mixture of low content to medium content books. After Amazon KDP paid me out that money, they suspended my account saying that I had my journals listed in the wrong category. I was given some time. I made the changes. I deleted over 20 books. At the time, I had about 50, so I went down to about 30 books. And then I recategorized pretty much all of my books into the category diaries and journals, because at the time I believed that I could have put those books I created into diaries and journals. A short while after that, Amazon KDP did reach out to me and said that they were terminating my account. And so I believe that that is what this question is asking. Did I ever get that account back? And I'm going to provide a short and a little bit longer answer to that question. In addition, I do want to say that if you've been following this, I did share, several updates, and I did also create a playlist where you can watch all of those videos in order. But I did respond to them, sending them an email, and the reply that they gave me was basically a reply that sounded like they were still thinking about it. So I guess I'm really asking myself, did they ever get back to me so that I have a definite answer? The answer to that question is no. But then the answer to, did I get my account back? The short answer to this question is no, they never gave me the KDP account back. And the long answer to the question is, of course they didn't give me the KDP account back. Why would they? Because when you think about it, I made over $67,000 in 1 month selling a lined journal, and I did so when my book was discounted. And that's an important piece of information that, I feel like a lot of people haven't caught on to, is that my book was selling at a lower price. So I still got paid my same amount of royalties as if it was being sold at the original price, but the book to the customers was discounted heavily. And so another thing I like to share with people is that books go on sale literally all the time. I shared this in one of my other videos, and I've had several people who comment and tell me like, hey, my book is on sale. And I've even gone ahead and purchased books from people who've told me, hey, my book is on sale as well. Like at the time when my book was really doing well, like after January, my book was trending with some other low content creators, and people would tag me on Facebook saying, hey, my book is on sale and your book is right here, like Black women that support each other. And I would go and purchase other people's books, and their books would never do as well as mine. The reason is I had systems in place to make sure that when my book went on sale, I could leverage that. The systems of my business was already in place, right? Versus other people who are just on KDP. All you're doing is you're just on KDP. You don't have any marketing systems in place. You don't have anything external to Amazon KDP. And so even if your book goes on sale, nobody is going to notice and no one is going to purchase because no one knows who you are, right? So that is a difference between my book and many other books on Amazon KDP. So my belief is that that came as a shock to Amazon. They did not expect that I had those systems in place to leverage the sale that went on my book. And so I made a lot of money that they were not expecting me to make. So here's an additional piece of information on this same topic. The additional piece of information is the fact that they take 2 months to check your money, to check your sales. So much so that if someone sends back a book, they deduct it from the money that you should get paid out. So if we're talking about a company that holds on to your money for 2 months and deducts any returns, so any books that get returned, they take that out of your payout. This is the company we're talking about. This company is not going to let go $67,000 just because, right? So after 2 months of checking, there was nothing they could do, because I literally earned that money legitimately. And so they paid me out what I earned. Would they keep me on their platform to see if I earned more? No. And the reason I say no is because when that book sold so much, it sold over 30,000 copies, they could not put that book back to the original price. So my book stayed at a discounted price for the months following January. So in January, it sold for about 97 cents, but after January, it was on sale for about $4 and it never went back up to the original price. And you see that often with books. Like if you go to Amazon right now, and you look at some of the best-selling books, a lot of best-selling books are not being sold at their original price, right? They're being sold at a discounted price. And it's very rare that best-selling books are going to go back up to an original price. And that's partially because they have so much inventory that they cannot try to go back to sell that book for that price, because they need to continually and consistently move that inventory. And so, a lot of things probably went into play. It probably just felt like a better decision for them to not, have my business on their platform anymore, and that's okay. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. I just wanted to address that part of it because I saw some comments about, oh, let me know what trick you use. I didn't use any trick. All I did was use systems, and these systems are what I teach here on my channel, as well as what I teach in my one-on-one coaching and consulting sessions. So if you've booked a session with me, I'm literally telling you everything that I did, right? That's what I do in my sessions. I talk to you, ask me questions, and I answer your questions honestly. And that's what I do here on this channel as well. I answer your questions honestly. And so I have systems, and I've actually tailored it down to a very simple 3-step process that I'm using to set up my other businesses. And I'm also going to share that with you in a course that I'm creating for January. And so be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the newsletter that is going to be in my description for updates on that course. And so the course is going to be one way that you can get my marketing system. Another way that you can get my marketing system is by booking a consultation with me. So those are 2 ways that you can get the exact system that I use to promote my book, which was actually another question that was asked.